most part as well.
Yeah.
Into Darkness, I kind of have to put a pin in that and come back. But '09 and Beyond are both awesome movies. They super capture the original series spirit. I love them. I love the recasting. I love the stories. It's just fun. Carl Urban as Bones is like perfection.
Oh, he's good.
Chris Pine is a great new Kirk. I really like those.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, but when I see Shatner, especially when I look at these old ones, I see Chris Pine in there.
Yeah, they're similar.
I was like, whoa, Chris Pine.
Chris Pine really captures like that young Kirk feel.
He has it.
It's really cool the way he does that.
Yeah.
And yeah, you believe it. You just believe it. Yeah, we got off track, but I have to, because the problem with talking about Star Trek is it's like explosive to me. So like when I think about one thing, I just like suddenly am thinking about another connection, another and another and another. So this will be a very non-linear, crazy episode. And I'll just sound like, a conspiracy theorist or something, just making all these weird connections. But it's just because I just love it so much.
Well, and you've got me here by your side who's just going to drive you even further off the path.
Because that's what you do all the time.
Well, I'm the one that brought up the newer Star Trek. I'm the one that brought us there. But digressions are beautiful.
Well, but yeah, you open the door, and I'm just going to fly through it.
But it's exciting.
Head first.
This is the stuff I love to talk about. I love to talk about the connections between all of these films.
Well, and it's just fun. Like, they did a really good job with the newer ones. Now, that being said, Into Darkness is kind of like a remake, in a way, of Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I have a lot of emotions. But overall, I see what they were trying to do, and I begrudgingly accept it. I just think that it wasn't maybe handled the way that I would have wanted it handled. And I think people just have so many feelings about like the character of Khan, and just going back and watching the old episode with Khan and this Into Darkness, like it was a really different thing. And they went in a really different direction, and I'm not sure about it. I think if I wasn't so invested in the show, that it might be different for me, but I am like so invested that I think it makes it a little bit difficult for me to be objective.
Well, for me, I'm not in as deep as you are. I don't have, under my belt all of the original series. I don't have TNG under my belt, though TNG doesn't really factor into the Khan discussion of my knowledge. But when I saw Star Trek Into Darkness, I enjoyed the movie very much. And I didn't even think about Wrath of Khan. I didn't think about Space Seed. I just thought about, hey, this is this movie. Yeah. And I enjoyed it for that. But when I bring in, all this knowledge, like next time I'm to watch Star Trek Into Darkness, I'm curious to see what I'm going to think. Because again, I had seen Wrath of Khan. I knew Wrath of Khan. I liked Wrath of Khan. But Space Seed is not anything that stuck with me. I knew years ago when Star Trek Into Darkness came out, we watched Space Seed. I don't know that we watched Wrath of Khan. But again, I don't think I was watching it like, I don't know, scientifically. I don't know the word to use. Like, I was much more of a casual viewer.
Yeah, just you're just watching a movie and enjoying the movie. And I think if you can watch Into Darkness like that, then you probably would like it. Because as just a movie, it's good.
Yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch, always great.
It's very thrilling. They reverse kind of the ending of this movie and that movie in a way that is very meaningful. But at the same time, if you're like a huge original series fan, like I am, it feels a little uncharacteristic in places, and it just like leaves me with a big question mark on my head. But yeah, I don't know. I give it another chance. I don't dislike it. I think it's a really well-made movie.
Visually stunning.
Yeah,
visually stunning.
Even when we first went to see it in the theater, I was just like, wow.
Yeah.
And the colors, it just looks amazing. And it's so exciting to see them get to have enough money to do some of the things that they were not able to do in the series.